What's going on, guys? Double AMP here, and we're going to be talking today about WWE Crown Jewel that just happened a few minutes ago,
Mm.
and we had some good matches here.
Oh yeah.
So we had Sami Zayn versus JD McDonough. That was in the pre-show. We also have had Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the heavyweight championship. We had Fatal Five-Way match: Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Rodriguez versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. We had, of course, the greatest of all time, John Cena versus
Mm.
Solo Sikoa. Mm. Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship.
Logan Paul.
Bianca, Bel- Bianca Belair versus Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship. Damian Priest versus Cody Rhodes in a singles match. And, of course, the main event was LA Knight versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
That's right. That was a beautiful card.
Oh yeah, I mean, kind of had some WrestleMania vibes almost. If you
I
think about
know.
it,
It was
the crowd was
surprisingly longer than I thought too.
yeah, the crowd was just phenomenal. It felt like WrestleMania almost. But yeah, want to get right into it here?
Yeah. Let me talk to you about actually you tell me about Sami Zayn versus JD. How'd you feel about that match for
Yeah,
the
let's
pre-show?
get right into that. So yeah, pre-show: Sami Zayn versus JD McDonough. Um, it's a pre-show match. It wasn't anything crazy. Uh, just so you guys know, there's spoilers in this. So if you don't want to watch from this point on, you are going to find out who won and lost all these matches.
That
So
is right.
yeah, so the match got the crowd fired up. As soon as Sami Zayn's music hit, instant crowd reaction, and I'm like, oh,
Of course.
this is this is gonna be a good night. If the crowd's already this going crazy like this already. Um, during the match, JD McDonough had a little botch. It looked like he was trying to flip over Sami Zayn, and he didn't quite get the flip, and his his head hit the ropes. So I don't. He didn't really get injured. He finished the match. Everything seemed
Yeah.
fine, but yeah, botches happen, of course, and
Well,
yeah,
it's funny. That was Sami Zayn's. It was his first pre-show match since the Clash of the Castle, which is last year.
yeah,
For
that was the first.
yeah.
That was the first one. Yeah, in a while. They don't usually have pre-show matches, but uh, I didn't even know it was going to be on the pre-show until they actually said it on the pre-show. So
Mm.
yeah, I was watching that. That's how I found out. But yeah, easy win for Sami Zayn. I mean, there was no question that
Yeah.
he was going to lose. I mean, it just it's just to get the crowd hyped up, and yeah, man,
Exactly.
did that work.
So before we get into what actually happened during Crown Jewel, we did our predictions. You, me, and Nick. Nick's not here today. He's out watching a hockey game, celebrating his birthday.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, Nick! By the way. So
happy birthday.
if you guys want to see our predictions, it's actually in the last video, but we'll just recap our
Yeah.
predictions. So, Hector, do you remember yours?
There's also a couple matches that weren't announced at the time of that video, so we can only really predict the ones we had in the video.
That is true, but we did still do our predictions for the ones that we didn't predict
Yeah,
last week. So we start with Nick's first.
yeah,
All right. So for Nick's, this was Nick's prediction. He had let me pull up real quick. He had Sami Zayn winning, which I'm not gonna say who won yet, but this is Nick's prediction. So Sami Zayn beating JD. You got Cody beating Damian Priest. You got Cena beating Solo. You got Logan Paul beating Rey Mysterio. Rhea winning in the Fatal Five Way. Uh, was it Io? A-
Io Sky.
Io Sky winning against Bianca. Then he said Drew winning. Then Damian Priest cashes in his money in the bank and wins it.
Mm,
And then he
Yep.
obviously had Roman Reigns winning.
Yep.
So Hector, who did? What was your
So
predicts?
so I had Sami Zayn to win. I picked Drew McIntyre. Um, Rhea Ripley, John Cena, Rey Mysterio, Io Sky, uh, Cody Rhodes, and Roman Reigns.
Okay, I had
And I also had Damian Priest cashing in on Drew McIntyre to take the title.
all right. Well, mine were a little different, and I'm pretty sure I came out on top for my predictions. I had I had Sammy winning, obviously. I had
Yep.
Cody Rhodes winning. I had Cena winning, and then I
Yep.
had Logan Paul winning, Rhea winning, um, Sky winning, and then I actually had I was different between you guys. I had Seth Rollins winning, and then obviously
Yep.
Roman Reigns.
Right.
So the
And did
only
you have
diff
a cash in? Did
I
you
didn't
think
I
that
did
he
not.
was going to cash it?
I had no
Okay.
cash in.
Okay.
So if you guys think about
Very
all of
good.
our predictions, I came out on top. So you'll see in the video which ones I'm
Yeah.
talking about, which turned out
Yep.
some of them were very surprising, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Very good matches.
Nick thought the Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio fight was going to be first.
I thought that would be an opener match,
Yep, but it was
but
actually
or
Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre.
yep, they opened up the Crown Jewel main show. Um,
Back and forth,
yeah,
back and forth.
back and forth, solid match. Obviously Drew's working on Rollins' back, trying to weaken that, hurt him pretty good. You know, they're Rollins, goes for a stomp, gets the stomp, and of course, um, Drew kicks out of the stomp, surprised by Rollins. Obviously, Rollins, he gets hit with the Claymore kick, which is devastating for anybody.
Yep,
Kicks out of that, and then yeah, uh, Rollins did a pedigree and a stomp, and that's what put Drew away, and yeah, so Seth Rollins retained that title.
that's the one I
And
picked. You guys were against me on that one, but
yep, it was a solid match. Definitely kept the crowd into it.
oh,
I believe they
definitely.
were. I believe that there was some "This is awesome" chants during that match. But yeah, back and forth, really, really solid match.
Do you think that was the
So,
best match of the night?
uh, no,
No.
I it was
You
good,
got
but
something else? You got something else up your
I
sleeve?
got another one in mind that
All right.
I think
At the
is a
end,
little bit better.
we'll say what we think the best match was. But okay.
Yeah.
Um.
Yep.
Yeah, you already know it was back and forth. I knew Seth Rollins was gonna win. They were against me on that one, but great match,
Yep.
great opener match. I couldn't ask for a better opener. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
we got 3.5 more hours of this. I was hyped. I loved it.
Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, the only reason I picked Drew McIntyre to win was because we weren't sure what was going to happen as far as Seth Rollins with his back injury that is an actual injury.
Yeah.
So the reason I picked Drew was because I thought maybe Seth was gonna you know deal with his back issues and
Yep.
you know take care of all that. But after the match, though, of course, Now Damian Priest runs out to the ring, you know, and it looks like he's going to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase. Gives it to the ref. Uh, Seth Rollins is already exhausted in the ring. He can barely stand, and then who other comes out in the hoodie is Sami Zayn. Uh, Stops him, steals the briefcase, runs into the crowd,
Yep.
and then runs backstage with it. So, um, and I believe when Damien came out for his match, he didn't have the briefcase. So, as
Oh,
far as
yeah.
we know, Sammy still has his briefcase somewhere unless he gave it back. But yeah, so he did try to cash in, but I guess Sammy takes the win on that one too because technically he didn't cash it in, but
He did not.
he was going to, but I had a feeling he wasn't going to cash in. It was just
That's
Seth Rollins was busted, but he wasn't like completely out on the ground. I'm pretty sure Damian Priest, whenever he cashes that in, whoever he cashes it against, the guy's going to be pretty much knocked right down to the ground where they can't move. That way he can just get an easy victory.
yep.
That's how I think that's going to
Great
happen.
match. So let's get into the second match where we got Fatal Five
And the
Way.
Fatal Five Way match, yeah.
I'm not gonna
So
lie. Listen, when that match came on, I really don't like watching the girls wrestle. I don't know why. It's just not my thing. I was actually vacuuming in the room and cleaning up the room while that match is going on. So, Hector, take over this match.
that's a strong take because women's wrestling is really
I know,
so
I
much
know,
better than it used to be.
I know, but
They're just as good as
I
they're
just can't
just as
get
good as
started.
the guys,
I'm just a man's
not
wrestler,
better.
man. Don't take that out of context. But I just love watching men wrestle on the ground.
Yeah, women's wrestling's come a long way, and they're better, probably better than most of the guys that wrestle, just based on
Okay.
how good they are. Um, Honestly, I mean, we were talking to Nick earlier. He thought the Fatal Five Way match was pretty solid.
Yeah.
I wasn't too impressed with it. To me, it was just a typical Fatal Five Way match. A lot of high flying moves. Um, but every person, pretty much got their hits in.
Yep.
One person would beat up the other four, and then vice versa. They all got their hits in. It was just a it was just a basic Fatal Five Way match. Um, Coolest part of the match though was Rhea Ripley, um, her finishing move off the top ropes, called Riptide. Um,
I did see that.
and
I saw the end of the
she
match.
landed I think it was Zoe Stark that she had landed her right on top of Raquel Rodriguez, who was attempting to pin Shayna Baszler. Landed right on top of him, and then Rhea pinned Shayna Baszler to retain her title. So yeah, it was an okay match. The ending was really good, and yeah, I had Rhea winning that one all the way.
Yeah, you
So
and me and Nick all had Rhea winning that because she's like
yeah, I mean,
Roman. She's like Roman right now. She's the head.
yep,
She's the head of WWE for women's. So,
yep. She's gonna keep that title for a long time,
but I'm glad it
in my
wasn't a
opinion.
singles match. It was nice to have four other people in there. But I feel like that's a good match for the women's because like the women's, if you have like four other people out there, it's gonna be entertaining, and Rhea's gonna win. But like it's more fun with like five people out there. With a Roman match, it's gonna be a solo, him versus somebody else. If it was four other people, you gotta think about all the great contenders and everything, and then if they lose, it's gonna be like a back set. But like when you have Roman Reigns on, it's gonna be a main event, so it's gonna be 1-on-1, and obviously we're gonna get into the match later, but It's always more
Yeah,
entertaining with Roman Reigns as a one-on-one. But I'm glad they
right.
did a five-person for the women's title because it's a lot better than just her fighting one person, in my opinion.
Right. Right. I can see that.
Yeah.
Not yeah. Uh oh,
What's
how
you?
about the next one? What do you think of that next one? John Cena versus Solo Sikoa.
Mm-hmm.
Bald spot still going bald spot still going strong.
Oh, dude, when I was watching that match, I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch the moves or anything. I just was looking at his bald spot the whole time. Every single time John Cena wrestles, I just waiting. The best part of the match was just looking and waiting for the bald spot. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I love John Cena. I love what he did for the community. He is such a good aspect for everything. I love watching him wrestle. Sadly, it's coming
Greatest of
to
all
an
time,
end.
right?
Best of all time. So you got John
Yeah.
Cena when he came out. They were chanting John Cena, but they were actually singing his song during his entrance, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
I don't think that I don't think that's ever happened with John Cena.
They, they've more recently started doing that.
Of course,
But
because
they have been doing it, yeah.
you have the John Cena. Cena sucks, but like this time there's
Yeah.
chanting his name, singing his song, which is very sentimental to me and
But it,
probably you.
yes.
Because I
It was just funny
remember,
when he came out and he's looking at the crowd and he's like, my time is now,
yep, it's
you know.
me and my brother last WrestleMania. We were watching John Cena, and we had our broken skulls from Steve Austin. Obviously, we were like, let's capture this moment. So we put both of our cans together and had a picture of John Cena, even though it wasn't Stone Cold, but we were like, we need to capture this picture just in case this is John Cena's last match.
So,
And he's been since the strike, the Hollywood strike. John Cena did an amazing job. He loves the community so much. He came back for what 2.5 months.
yeah, I mean,
He was on for
I'm hoping
7 to 8 weeks. He fought in two.
yeah,
Was it two pay-per-views or was it just one? Two.
two.
Two. He just came back because he loves. He knew he. That's the thing about John Cena. He knew he came from WWE, so he said, "I'm gonna give back to as much as I can." He could have. He's a millionaire. He could have just took the Hollywood strike and just relaxed, hung out, but instead he came back to WWE. Other than The
Came back
Rock,
home.
yeah. Other than The Rock, he came back for like what
The
one
night.
episode, one night.
Yeah, which was cool.
It was cool. Everybody loves The Rock, but John Cena, you already know that he is dedicated to WWE. That's just where he came from, so he's gonna give it all he can till he can't anymore. So it was really nice to see
Yeah,
John Cena out there.
yeah. John Cena always comes back home.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, he keeps talking about retirement. Obviously, we talked about that last time. It's coming. He said it's coming. We just don't know when. Honestly, I don't think he knows when. Um, it's
I
WrestleMania this year. It,
yep.
it could be WrestleMania this year. Even if he does retire, I'm hoping he comes back frequently. Even if he just comes back to talk on the mic and visit. Uh, I don't think it was his last match. I think he's gonna wrestle again at WrestleMania, and that could possibly be it.
Well,
Um,
I have a little teaser. I said John Cena's last match, but I thought it was the whole time Crown Jewel facing Solo. He faced everybody in the bloodline once. So I thought Solo would be the last person just so he can say my last match was against the last bloodline and I thought he was gonna win it. But obviously
he did
John
lose.
Cena lost, so I don't think
I
that's
was
the end for him.
shocked.
Me too.
I was completely shocked. I thought he was actually gonna finally win a match. But again, uh, he's putting that talent over and over.
Yep.
Every guy he faces makes him look so good. I mean, you know, Solo, wore out Cena throughout the whole match pretty much. But Cena in the beginning though was working on Solo's hand pretty good. Trying to break that thumb down and everything like
Yep.
that. But then of course Solo
Hey,
finally gets a spike. And I counted
I counted
11
two.
spikes. Did you get 11?
I did a drunk count, so I got 8. So you're probably right.
Okay, no, all right. So you counted 8, and he started doing them really fast onto him.
Okay.
But then he did 3 before he got him on the ground, which made 11.
Okay.
So he did 3 regular spikes. Then when he was on the ground, then he went ham.
All right.
Did the 8 right, 8 more.
I guess
He
the
got 11 times in a row. He got the Samoan spike, and then honestly, even with that, I thought Cena was going to kick out because
I
I was
did
just so
too.
confident he was going to win. I just thought he was going to win.
Well, I guess
I mean,
Hector's the
out
new
of out of
stat guy
out of John Cena's career, he's always kicked out
Yep.
from things like that, and he's always come back to win. But
It's a
I
time
mean,
difference though. It's
let's
John
face it,
Cena's
he's
getting older.
putting over all this talent now.
Yeah,
So
which is great for WWE, because John Cena's not
yeah,
he's not selfish. He knows it's his time. He wants to let the other
yeah,
people do what he did, pretty much. Because
right.
I could see
He
so.
doesn't just
What you say?
he doesn't just give back to the community. He's giving back to WWE by putting all this talent over to make them look so good,
Because he
which makes it
knows.
better for WWE.
Yeah, because he
Yeah, he
knows what
knows he's
WWE's
almost
about.
done.
So John Cena is about the whole company and everything. I love, even though I'm sad he lost, he did it out of WWE. He knows what he needs to do because I could see Solo. I think if anybody beats Roman Reigns, I think Solo's just slowly coming up.
I can see that happening. You think he might take the title from him, but I always still have Cody Rhodes in the back of my mind, though.
Not
Still
anymore.
thinking, I'm still thinking he's gonna come
No,
through somehow.
Cody Rhodes is done for me.
Mm.
I don't think Cody Rhodes is going to
Um,
come back.
but the cool thing at the end of that match, though, is Solo went to the back, his music stopped, and then Cena gets a huge ovation from the crowd,
Yep.
which is really nice to see.
And the match was a lot longer than I expected.
It
Me,
was too.
me and Nick said 5 to 8 minutes, so it
It
was
was probably
probably what
15
15.
plus
Yeah,
minutes. So,
yeah, it was great.
and Cena added a new move to his resume. He did the choke slam,
I saw that.
Solo Sokoa.
Yep,
Yeah,
that
I
was
was like, there
cool.
we go, knocking out all those haters with the what is it the five move John Cena or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
whatever Nick said last time.
Yeah, I forget what it was, but
And then before
yeah,
the before the next match, we got Grayson Waller interrupting the Miz during the Miz talk show.
that's right. Yep.
That that was fun because Grayson Waller comes out, brings out all his plants. He had people bringing his plants and everything, saying
Yep.
this is the new talk show. He was just like, last time you were like relevant was like 2005 when you actually did good stuff
hmm
like that. And then
Now there's a new talk show that's
yep.
better. The guy they brought out is a big movie star in Saudi Arabia, and he thinks Miz TV's better.
Yep,
So
he was like, the best talk show on here is Miz.
Miz TV.
Yep. And then Grayson Waller was just like, I'll give you one more chance to switch
Yep.
your thing, switch your whatever. And
Such your
then,
answer.
yeah, and then he got pissed off, and
Miz
then,
TV.
yep. and then he says, then they said to like whatever his name was, he like puts in his whatever he had on. I don't want to
Yeah, yeah,
disrespect what the name is that he had on, but
yeah. He got
he
himself
he
all
tucked
ready
it
to
in,
fight.
and then Grayson Waller just beats him up a little bit, and then you got the Miz just doing a. I want to say it was a super kick. Was it not?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then actually, if you guys watch it really close, Grayson Waller. I don't know if you saw this. He lost his ring, his wedding ring. Did you see
Oh,
that
I
part?
didn't see that.
Yeah, he lost his
No.
wedding ring, and it was in the middle of the ring. And so when he got back up, he picked it up and put it in his pocket. That's why he was like doing this the whole time.
Hmm.
And then he turned around, and uh, Miz finished him after that. But yeah, he lost his wedding ring, and I saw that. I caught that little detail right there. It was pretty. It was pretty cool. If you were watching it, you would saw it. If not, then hey, now you know.
And go back and rewatch it and see if you can see it.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely can
Um.
see it.
Yeah. And then
Classy move
yeah,
though.
and then
Classy move though. If you lose your wedding ring, what's more important, your wedding ring or getting beat up in the ring? So instead of him leaving it there, he picked it up and put it in his pocket and then finished it. I'm pretty sure you would do the same thing.
yep. So he's got a lot of respect for his marriage there.
Yep.
So that was nice. Yeah, and then he did the people's elbow to
Yeah.
um Grayson Waller.
That was
That
really
was cool.
cool.
He actually did a really good job with it too.
Yeah.
A lot of people doing it, it's like it's kind of stupid, but he actually did pretty good with it. And
I
then
liked it.
I caught something too, and the camera um uh timed off of it real quickly. But when he went on the top rope to go celebrate, he slipped off the
Yeah,
second
yeah,
rope.
I did see
You
that.
did
Yep.
see that?
Yep. And
But
then
they cut away
he
from
was
it really
holding on with
quickly.
one hand.
Yeah, they cut away from it really quickly, so you didn't see the whole thing. But you saw the beginning of it when he started
Oh
falling. I was
wait.
like,
Oh,
oh,
he slipped?
yeah, it looked like he slipped off the second rope.
Oh, I only saw him holding on because I thought he was going to lose his balance. I didn't know he slipped.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
The cameraman took it off him really quick though, so you didn't really see the whole thing.
So we're talking about the
But
Miz, and then we're talking about Grayson Waller. You know what's coming up next? WrestleMania. Grayson Waller versus the Miz. I think,
yeah,
which will be great.
maybe not. It might not be WrestleMania. It could be
I think.
Survivor Series,
You think so?
but we still got like three more pay-per-views before WrestleMania. So Survivor Series, uh,
Is there
Royal
something in
Rumble.
December? No, there's nothing in December, right? Survivor Series is in 3 weeks. It's right. It's
Right,
right after Thanksgiving.
right. It's Survivor Series. Then we have
I think it is the Royal
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble, and then Elimination Chamber. Those are all the pay-per-views for WrestleMania.
You
So
know,
I mean,
you might.
think I don't think Grayson Waller and the Miz is big enough to make
That's
it last all the way to WrestleMania.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I just don't think they have anything to really go on. It's just probably going to be a match, at the next
Yeah,
pay per view,
that's
probably.
what I was gonna. That's literally what I was about to say. I'd be like, it's not big enough.
Yeah,
It's not like a Roman Reigns. It's not
yeah,
like a. Yeah, I could see Survivor Series. It would be a good Royal Rumble match too. So it's either Survivor Series
yeah.
or Royal Rumble. So I'm with you on
Yeah.
that one.
The only thing that disappoints me is a big Miz guy. I think he's one of the best, and he's just kind of stuck at the bottom still. You know,
Yeah, but I don't really think he cares about wrestling. I think he just likes talking.
yeah. I'm sure he wants a title again though. but,
Yeah, but he's old too.
but yeah, he said he's been wrestling for 20 years. So
Fun fact: he was actually on One of the first challenges. The challenge, the show.
Yep. Yep.
That's where he actually got his name, The Miz.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool fact.
That's kind of where his character started. So
Yeah. Because everybody thought he was obnoxious and everything, so then he was just like, "I'm gonna go to WWE," and everybody was like, "No, you're not." And then he did,
yeah.
and he's one of the
Yep.
best.
And he became the Miz.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Andrew. Next match. Get us going with this one. Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship.
Come on, guys, you see
What do
this?
you What do you think?
We got the ice pop, we got the lemonade, we got the lemon lime, we got the blue raspberry, strawberry lemonade, we got the freaking tropical punch, and then we got the new one. Well, new to me, Mega Moon. You guys already fucking know. I love Logan Paul. Pardon my French. It's Logan Paul. Logan Paul is one of my favorite WWE superstars, and it's funny to see when he first crossed over. Everyone's just like, "Oh, he's coming to WWE. He's gonna be trash and everything." He proved everybody wrong. Hector, can you not say he proved everybody wrong?
Unfortunately, I can say he proved everyone wrong.
He did.
Me, not a big Logan Paul guy,
Nope, not a big Logan Paul fan.
but I respect him. He's an awesome wrestler.
So,
He's doing really good.
yep. So Logan Paul. So before the match started, we got Logan Paul's first match was against Rey Mysterio, but the
In
Miz
a tag
actually,
match.
yeah, but the Miz actually pinned him. So Ray was saying that he didn't actually beat him, and then
Right.
when they were doing their little thing, Logan Paul actually wore Rey Mysterio's mask right before their first
Mm,
match.
right.
And then during the
Yep.
weigh-ins, then you got Rey Mysterio actually slapped Logan Paul. He actually slapped him
Yep.
too. I heard it. Did you hear it?
Hey, you can hear it. Oh yeah. Then he caught him in the top of the head with the bottom of the mic too,
Yep.
right before they pulled him away.
Yeah. Then you got Logan
Oh,
Paul. He misses the one punch during the weigh-in. He actually hits the security guard, and then Rey
yep, knocks him
Mysterio hits
over.
him with the mic, which is actually funny because if you watch the Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis fight, Dylan Dennis hit Logan Paul with the mic and actually bruised him before the fight. So everybody was nervous that Logan Paul wasn't going to be able to box Dylan Dennis. So it was kind of like a, what'd you call it? It was like,
Full circle kind of moment.
yeah, it was funny.
They
And
just
then
kind of off that.
you got Logan Paul with the his entrance with the quad and everything, or the
Yeah, that was
quad
kind of
car
cool.
thing. Yep,
Side by side, that was
yep.
really cool. Like how it was designed as his like ring gear. That was pretty nice.
Oh yeah, it was cool. It was awesome.
Um, yeah, it was a pretty good match. Right in the beginning, Ray plays some mind games with Paul. Like almost like Ray knows what moves he's gonna do before he does them. Kind of caught Logan off guard right in the beginning.
Yep.
Logan's in ring is so good. He can high fly the rest of them. He's that good in the ring. And I think it's only his eighth, seventh or eighth match, and he's that good already. It's just really impressive. Um, Ray had a little botch. I don't know if you saw that. Ray was doing like a springboard off the second rope and flipped around. It looks like he cut it too short. So Logan Paul had to run in and grab him. And
I
I'm
have.
telling you,
Uh, yep.
it was like inches before Ray hit his head on the ground. He caught him. Um, I mean, after I saw that, I'm like, oh my god. Like if Ray did that and Logan didn't catch him and he landed on his neck, he could have been like paralyzed.
I have that written down. I said little botch after Logan Paul tried to do the one punch and then Ray countered and the flip off.
Yeah,
It looked like he was hitting his head. I'm glad you said that because if you didn't, I was going to say he grabbed him. Because, listen, that wasn't a wrestling move. You want to know why? Because Logan Paul slid on his knees. You wouldn't do that to catch somebody. If you were actually
right, exactly.
if you were actually doing like a wrestling move or anything, but he slid and caught him. Logan Paul,
Right,
professional, great wrestler. He's only been doing this for 2 years, 2.5 years,
right.
and he,
He had the mindset to run in there
which is
and save
great.
him.
Love that because you already know he loves Ray and everything.
Oh
So
yeah,
hats off to Logan Paul for doing that. We all saw that. It was, and if you didn't see it, rewatch that because me and
could have
Hector,
been scary.
we haven't talked about this. We haven't
This
talked
is the
about what
first
happened.
time we're talking about it.
So yeah, we both saw that happen. Great match by the way. And then you also got Logan Paul, 96 million followers on all of his social media.
Yeah, yeah, and then after that,
Let me try to fix you real quick,
that
Hector. You're a little fudged up on this, but keep talking. I'll figure it out.
um that moonsault fall away slam for the pin that Logan Paul did on Ray on the top rope there. Yeah, he was holding Ray on the top rope, and then he literally did a back like the moonsault backwards and did a
Yep.
fall away slam on Ray. That was amazing. That was perfect. And now then Ray kicks out, and um, Logan Paul blocks the 619, and then of course one of his buddies comes out because
Yep.
he can't win fair and square, so gets
Well,
the brass knuckles.
hold on, Hector. Let me disconnect and then just reconnect real quick, just so we can have full conversation about this. You're a little pixelated, so it's
Okay.
technical difficulties. So we'll get you guys right back. Oh wait, never mind. There you are. You're back.
Okay.
I guess I just had to say that. So yeah, let's get back into the match. So
So could you hear me clearly, or
no, I could hear you clearly. It's just your picture was blurry. But
okay?
before you get into what you're talking about, um, so during the at the beginning of the match, you actually got Logan Paul. He pats Ray's head. Did you see that?
Yes,
Yeah, that
I
was
did.
funny. And then I got the little botch, like we already said, which Rey
Yep.
Mysterio, I feel like during his time, would during 50 years old, wouldn't have been the same.
Yeah.
So
Um.
oh, I got you pixelated again, but it should be fine. We'll
So
just deal with it.
Buddy comes out with the brass knuckles.
Yep.
Um. Gives him the brass knuckles, and
His name's actually Jeff because that's his producer for
okay.
Impulsive, which is Logan Paul's podcast.
Yep. And then he had a second set of brass knuckles on the apron, and Ray did the 619, and then Ray does the springboard off the top of the rope there, and Logan clips him with his one punch,
Mm-hmm.
the brass knuckles, and Paul is Logan Paul's your new United States champion after that.
Oh,
Cheated to win.
yep. I got a little more information about that match too, if you want to hear about it.
Okay.
So after Logan Paul saved him. There's a you didn't say this, but a fallaway slam on Ray. That's pretty much like a full flip from the top ropes, and he covers
That's
Ray.
what I was trying
So
to talk to you about.
yeah, but all right. So a full a fallaway slam is where so Logan Paul's looking at the ropes, and Rey Mysterio's pretty much over here, right? And he has him like this, kind of like cradling a baby.
Yeah, he's holding Ray.
Yeah. And then instead of just flipping him back, Logan Paul
Right, so
flipped him
he
and
literally did a backflip
backflip and
into a fallaway slam.
pinned him at the same time.
Yep, and Ray kicks out of that.
And then after,
Completely unbelievable.
yep, it was insane. Then you got Logan Paul mocking Eddie Guerrero. You saw that, right?
Yep, yep.
And then you got ooh, do you hear that? Then you got Ray was on Logan Paul's shoulders, and then Logan Paul did a sunset bomb. I mean, actually, no, sorry. Ray was on Logan's shoulders, and then Rey Mysterio did a sunset bomb on
Yep.
Logan Paul, which is pretty cool to see Ray still doing that when he's almost 50. That's insane.
Yeah, that he like flips himself upside down, and
Yeah.
it's pretty
If you
crazy.
guys don't know what it is, it's so he was on Logan Paul's shoulders, and then he went downwards, and then pretty much got between his legs, and then flipped him over. It
Yep.
was awesome. And then you got Logan Paul. The first time Jeff came in, grabbed him the brass knuckles. Logan Paul. When he tried to use it, actually, once he lost it, he tried. Jeff, his manager, tried to grab it again, but then Santo came in and ran Jeff out of the stadium or whatever.
Yep. Left them the other brass knuckles there on the apron. So
Yep, which is pretty cool to if you actually watch it. It's a lot of that match was like hidden little things.
yeah.
But
Yep. So
then,
Logan Paul,
yeah, like you said before, Logan Paul. Then
he gets 619 springboard off the top. Logan hits him with the one punch with the brass knuckles. Now Logan Paul's your new United States champion. And then did you see in the corner and after the match he said, I don't know what you're talking about, Ray. That was clean. I
yep,
beat you clean. They said,
he
I love you, Ray. You're
yep.
the greatest or whatever.
Logan said
And
I
then
love
Ray's like,
you.
you know what you did.
Yep.
He's like, you know
Log-
what you did.
Logan said I love you. Ray Mercer said, you know, I know what you did. Logan Paul said, I won fair and square. It
Yeah.
was good dramatic fight. I liked it.
Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen with that. We'll see if Ray gets a rematch on SmackDown next Friday, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. It'll be cool to see where that goes. Um, I'll go right into the next one.
Oh yeah. Cody Rhodes.
No,
Oh wait, no. I got
Bianca Belair versus Io
no.
Sky for the WWE Women's
Like I said,
Championship.
I don't watch the women's.
So yeah, Bianca, obviously great in ring. Um, Bianca does a knee. Um, Bianca's knee keeps bothering her. Um, so takes advantage of the knee, keeps uh keeps hitting the knee and everything, trying to wear her down, and then Bailey comes to ringside, which is no shock, but again, Io doesn't want Bailey at ringside. He always tells that all the time. So Io Sky's in the ring saying, I don't need you. But Bailey's like, just trust me.
Yep.
I'm here to help you. Um, Io's Bailey distracts the ref, and Bianca tries to pin Io. Doesn't work. Then Io actually hits Bailey by accident. Um, we'll see if Bailey thinks it was an accident or not. We'll have to wait for that. Um, and then Kyrie Sane makes a huge return tonight, and she did her finisher on Bianca Belair after the match, and she uh yeah, she returns, and I'm excited to see where she goes. But yeah, she takes out Bianca Belair, and then Io Sky does her moonsault, retains the title, and Bailey's actually the one who put Kyrie Sane out of action to begin with. So Bailey is actually shocked that she's in the ring helping Io Sky, because Io Sky's her friend. And yeah, I think Bailey's scared that Kyrie Sane's gonna be going after her now. But Io Sky and Kyrie Sane, they were celebrating in the ring together. Bailey was on the outside of the ring, confused because she didn't know what happened. And yeah, so it's gonna be cool to see where that goes from there. Does it set up a Bailey Io Sky match for the title? You have Bailey versus Kyrie Sane, because maybe Kyrie Sane wants some revenge on Bailey for putting her out. It also leaves you with Bianca Belair. What happens with Belair from here? She get a title rematch. Oh, a lot of possibilities for that whole debacle that just happened today with that. Um, but yeah, it was a good match. I think it was the better out of the two women's matches.
Yeah, I watched that one. That was pretty
Yeah,
good.
Io Sky retains the championship, and now we have Damian Priest versus Cody Rhodes singles match.
That's right. Hector, you start that off. I'll be right back. All right.
All right,
You tell me how that
so
goes.
I will.
I'll be right back.
So Damian Priest versus Cody Rhodes, not a bad match at all. It was actually really good. Um, Finn Balor, obviously, because Damian Priest can't, win by himself. He's got to have his Judgment Day brothers and sisters, but tonight it was just brothers. um, help him out. Finn Balor comes out, to ringside, trying to distract, Cody Rhodes, and um, Aiden McDonough comes out, um, tries to hit Cody Rhodes, but doesn't. Um, Distracts the ref, and Priest capitalizes on the distraction, obviously. And then you got Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio coming out with his steel chair, and then all of a sudden, Jey Uso is right there, super kicks Dirty Dom right in the mouth, and yeah, Jey Uso takes out the Judgment Day. They all get scared, go backstage. So now Damian Priest is left by himself in the ring with Cody Rhodes, and he's got no help from his Judgment Day uh, team members there. So Cody does the Cody Cutter and the Bionic
Mm-hmm.
Elbow from his late father, of course. And then Priest kicks out of it, of course, and then Cody Rhodes does the Cody Cutter from the top rope, which is really cool. And then you got the "This is awesome" chants from the
Yeah,
crowd. It was really cool to see. Um, and then Cody does three crossroads in a row,
he
and
did.
then he pins Damian Priest for the win. So he won his singles match, and that was a really good match. I thought that was really a really fun one to watch. That's what I had on that.
Yeah, I got
Um,
the Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. Happened because of the steel chair from JD.
mhm.
That's how it happened tonight. They got Finn Balor came out and JD from behind, and then
Yep.
they actually hit Cody.
Yep.
Then Priest tried to pin him, didn't work. Dom came out then after that with steel chair, probably
Right.
trying to scare Cody because of what happened previously. Then Jay came out, super kicked Dom, then Finn, then JD.
Yep.
Um, then Cody winning, obviously.
Oh yeah. Very good match.
It was
I
a good
liked it.
match. It wasn't as long as I thought it was gonna be, but
Right. So speaking of not as long as I thought it was going to be, our main event tonight
yep.
was L.A. Knight. Yeah.
No.
Oh, yes. L.A. Knight. No, tonight. L.A. Knight versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
Yep.
Uh,
Quick, quick little
obviously,
before you say what we're about to say. I got a couple stats, some juice stats.
there we go.
So
That guy Andrew.
Roman Reigns, he's held the title for 1161 days, fifth longest in
Unbelievable.
fifth longest in WWE history, and the longest reign since 1988. The only person that held it longer was Hulk Hogan and Bruno
San
San
Martino.
San Martino.
Yep.
And then
That's pretty
he's
impressive.
I know, and he held the title three crown jewels in a row. First one was against Brock Lesnar. Second one was against
Yep.
Goldberg, and then last year Logan Paul.
Yep.
And then 4 years since Roman has been pinned in a singles
Yep.
match. Last time he was pinned was against Jey Uso, but that was a tag team match, so it doesn't really count. So
Right.
yeah, so let's after the stats, let's get into the match.
Yeah. Very solid match. Good main event.
It wasn't as good as the Sammy.
I was gonna say
It wasn't as good as
I
Sammy
think the
and Roman.
Sammy Roman match is up there for match of the year in my opinion.
You want to know
In
why?
WWE at least.
You want to know why? Because we actually thought Sammy was gonna win. This one we knew
Yes.
LA wasn't gonna win.
Yeah, this one right. I mean, Roman controlling the whole beginning of the match, kept beating up LA Knight, trying to keep the crowd quiet. He doesn't want to listen to the crowd. Chanting LA Knight, yeah, you know.
Chad Roman's an asshole.
Yeah, right. And then he had LA Knight in a headlock on the ground and he's talking, to the camera saying he has no chance, like so but then obviously, just like in any other wrestling match, Knight comes back, fans are into it. He had chance galore every time LA Knight did anything. There was a yeah chant right after it, especially
Yeah.
with all the punches, all the kicks.
Yeah, especially when they were going
No.
back and forth with the punch. You hear, yeah.
Yeah.
You hear,
Yeah.
no or boo or whatever.
Yep.
It was awesome.
And then Knight kicks out of the Superman punch. No surprise there. Knew that was gonna happen. And Roman goes for a spear and LA Knight jumps up and then Roman runs right into head first into the turnbuckle. Um then after that, Knight does a suplex from the top rope. And now since Knight's in it, doing good, winning the match, um, and Solo comes out, tries to interfere, tries to distract LA Knight. He does, and then of course Jimmy helps Roman out of the ring to kind of catch his breath, try to save him from
That's
taking any more
that's
damage.
the first time he helped Roman. There was a second time he helped Roman too.
Right, and then Knight kicks out of a spear by Roman, and then does the BFT on him, and Jimmy puts Roman's foot on the rope when he's going for the pin. You know,
Yep.
there's your second time trying to help him.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, LA Knight had enough. Uh, Throws Jimmy through the announce table,
Yep, that's awesome.
and then he wasn't paying attention. So Roman's on the side, ready to go, spears him right through the barricade,
Yeah, that's right.
and it was pretty much over from there because then Roman spears him in the ring and retains his title. Again, like we said before, it wasn't Roman Reigns' best match. It was a good main event. Not the best. Honestly, I thought there was going to be more kickouts. Like at the end when he pinned him for the three after that spear in the ring, I thought LA Knight was going to kick out again because
Yeah.
I was expecting the match to go to like 5 o'clock, so I thought there was going to be like another half an hour left. But no, it was okay, but I don't think it was the best match. It was not the best match of the night for me, anyways. But so yeah, Roman retains his title. He keeps his winning streak alive. I think he's going to hold that for a long time still. I don't think he's losing it anytime soon, but kind of knocks LA Knight down a little bit, but LA Knight's going to come out on Friday and he's still going to be on top with the crowd. I'm just wondering where he's going to go from here.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll. I don't think he'll be after Roman right now. Maybe he'll go after Jimmy since Jimmy interfered the match, or he could start taking on Solo Sokoa
He's definitely going to win
since
a title
Solo
before he's
beat
done.
Cena. Oh yeah, he'll win a title. Um, yeah, those, those were our matches. We went through all the matches. That was it
Yeah.
for Crown Jewel.
So
Um,
what was your favorite match?
my favorite match was Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest.
Really?
That was my favorite match of the night. Yeah, I can already guess yours, but go ahead and tell me.
You already know. The Logan Paul fight. I loved it. I was intrigued.
Yeah, that was a very good match.
It's Logan
Knowing it was
Paul.
gonna end like
I,
that, but
I don't think it would have been my favorite, but the way he just started and he saved Ray, in our opinion, I just think he knows what he's doing. He's really good in the
yeah,
ring. Just all around, I think that was the best match.
yeah, very good. Um, yeah, you got anything else?
Um,
Is that just about it?
Drink Prime. I think so.
During Prime, yeah, go ahead and support Logan Paul with his Prime.
That's right. You guys already
Uh,
know what's coming up next. We got the top fives. We love doing top fives. It's coming soon. We got Thanksgiving. We got fall stuff coming up. Our top five favorite things about fall. You already know
yep,
December is going to be full of Christmas stuff. It's going
yep,
to be fun. We
we're
love
already
it.
in the spirit.
Yep.
Yeah,
But I think every single week we're just going to come up with a little bit of something about wrestling because it's something me and my brother watch. We got Nick that comes in pretty much every
yep,
single time, but not this week. His birthday, so we let him take a week off, so that's fine.
yeah. We'll let him take the day.
Yeah,
But
pay reduction for that
yeah,
one, obviously.
right. Yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Mostly top fives, but yeah, keep keep tuning in. We appreciate all you guys. Obviously, whatever platform you're watching us on, we appreciate it. You know, like us on Facebook, share our posts.
We're on
Comment,
Facebook,
subscribe
yep,
on YouTube.
YouTube, Facebook,
Um,
Instagram, TikTok, Almost Mexican Podcast, AAMP, whatever you want to call it.
whatever you guys have to do to us going here, because it's been a lot of fun so far.
Yeah,
So,
and we're not gonna stop. This is only the beginning. It's actually our first video was I think October 11th. So
yeah,
we're not even a month in, and we already posted like 20 videos or something like that. So the content's still
yeah,
coming. We're coming up with new ideas. I know we first started as like a sports podcast, but we we tried that. It was all right, but we're gonna do stuff that we like. Hopefully, you enjoy too. Top fives. Everybody can engage in that. Not a lot of people like all about the sports. So top
yeah.
fives probably where it's at. But definitely
Yeah.
wrestling, definitely top fives. Just let us know top fives you guys want. So it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Just stay tuned.
Oh yeah. Yeah, guys, that just about wraps it up for us here today. An almost a Mexican podcast, or double AMP, with our WWE Crown Jewel pay per view edition.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.